You're not weak. You're just exhausted from pretending you're okay every single day. And the scariest part is, you've become so good at hiding it that even you almost believe the lie. You say, "I'm fine," before anyone can ask a second question. You smile before your face has time to tell the truth. You keep moving because stopping feels dangerous. But there is one sign most people miss. It shows up before the tears, before the breakdown, before the moment when your body finally says, "I can't do this anymore." It shows up in something small. A message. A normal message. "Are you free tonight?" Maya saw those words while sitting on the edge of her bed, still wearing her coat. She had been home for 20 minutes, but her shoes were still on. Her bag was still on her shoulder. The room was quiet, but her mind was crowded. She typed, "I'm just tired." She deleted it, because even telling the truth felt like another task. She typed, "Maybe next time," added a smiley face, and placed the phone face down beside her. From the outside, nothing dramatic happened, but inside, something sank. Not because she did not care about her friend, not because she wanted to be distant, but because being available had started to feel like another job. Answering felt like performing. Even kindness felt heavy when there was no energy left behind it. That is what being strong for too long can do. It can make simple things feel unsafe. It can make rest feel guilty. It can make silence feel easier than honesty. And here's the dangerous part. The stronger you look, the less likely people are to check on you. They assume you can handle it because you always have. You are the calm one, the reliable one, the one who says, "Don't worry, I'll figure it out." And maybe, for a long time, you did figure it out. You figured out how to walk into a room carrying sadness no one could see. You figured out how to keep your voice steady. But no one tells you that survival can become a mask. And if you wear it long enough, people stop looking for the person underneath. Wait, read that again. Functioning is not the same as being okay. You can go to work, finish assignments, answer emails, make dinner, pay bills, and still feel like you are disappearing from yourself. You can be productive and empty. You can be polite and overwhelmed. You can be loved by people who still do not understand how tired you are. And that confusion can make you blame yourself. You wonder, why am I like this? Why can't I answer one simple message? Why do I feel drained by things that used to feel normal? But maybe the question is not, what is wrong with me? Maybe the question is, how long have I been forcing myself to be okay? Maya never thought she was struggling. She thought struggling looked louder, messier, more obvious. She still made it to work. She still answered when people called her name. She still listened when friends spoke about their problems. So when she felt numb, she called it maturity. When she stopped crying, she called it strength. When she stopped asking for help, she called it independence. But this is where many people mistake numbness for healing. Not feeling the pain does not always mean the pain is gone. Sometimes it means your mind has turned down the volume because it cannot keep hearing the same alarm. Sometimes you are not calm. You are shut down. There is a kind of exhaustion that comes from doing too much. But there is another kind that comes from holding too much in. Every time you say, "It's fine," when it is not, your body hears you. Every time you laugh something off, your body remembers. Every time you make yourself easier to love by having fewer needs, a small part of you learns to hide. And after a while, you may not even know what you need anymore. You only know that everything feels heavy. This is the twist no one talks about. You did not become strong because you wanted to. You became strong because, at some point, needing help did not feel safe. Maybe you asked once and felt ignored. Maybe you were told you were too sensitive. Maybe people praised you more when you were quiet, useful, and low maintenance. Maybe life moved too fast, and there was no room for you to fall apart. So you adapted. You became the person who could survive without asking for much. But the coping skill that helped you survive can also become the thing that keeps you lonely. Because if you never let anyone see the weight, no one knows where to help you hold it. And the saddest part is not that Maya was alone. It is that she had trained everyone to believe she did not need anyone. That sentence may hurt because it is not blaming you. It is naming what happened. You learned to hide your needs so well that people started treating your silence like proof you were fine. But silence is not always peace. Sometimes silence is exhaustion with nowhere safe to land. That night, Maya picked up her phone again. The message was still there. "Are you free tonight?" Her thumb hovered above the keyboard. She almost sent the easy excuse. The clean one. The one that would protect everyone from the truth. But something in her was too tired to keep lying. So she wrote one sentence. "I don't think I can go out tonight, but I don't want to feel alone either." Then she stared at it for a long time. It was not perfect. It did not explain the years of pretending. It did not turn her pain into a lesson. But it was honest. And sometimes healing does not begin with a breakthrough. Sometimes it begins with one small truth that finally escapes the mask. Maybe your sentence is different. Maybe it is, I've been having a hard time lately. Or, I don't know how to explain it, but I don't feel like myself. Or, can you just sit with me for a bit? Small truths can feel terrifying when you are used to being the strong one. You do not need to tell everyone everything. You do not need to collapse in public to prove you are hurting. You do not need perfect words for your exhaustion. Start smaller. Notice the moments when you are performing okay. Notice when you say yes because guilt speaks faster than your body. Notice when you call yourself lazy for needing rest. Notice when you disappear instead of admitting you are overwhelmed. Then try one gentle interruption. Put the phone down before you answer automatically. Take one breath before you say you are fine. Ask yourself, what would I say if I was not trying to protect everyone from my truth? The answer may be simple. I'm tired. That is enough for tonight. Because tired people do not need shame. They need gentleness, space, and a safe place to stop pretending. You are not meant to be unbreakable. You are meant to be alive. So if today feels heavy, please do not turn that heaviness into evidence that you are failing. You may be exhausted from being useful, patient, understanding, strong, and silent. You may not be weak at all. You may simply be someone who survived for a long time without enough tenderness. So tonight, do one small thing that does not require you to perform. Take off the coat you have been sitting in. Drink some water. Let the message wait. Write one honest sentence in your notes. Step outside for air. Tell one safe person, I'm not doing great, but I'm trying. Do not force a transformation. Just stop abandoning yourself for one moment. That moment matters, because maybe healing is not becoming strong enough to never break. Maybe healing is finding places where you do not have to be strong all the time. Maybe the bravest sentence is not, I can handle it. Maybe it is, I'm tired, and I don't want to carry this alone anymore. You don't have to heal loudly to belong here. If this made you feel a little less alone, stay with Empty But Aware. This is a place for people who look okay on the outside, but are quietly learning how to heal on the inside.